Hello guys, welcome to my sketchbook tour. The outside cover is covered with magazine collaging, and this one says masterpieces. I thought it was kind of funny. The cover was pretty boring and nasty, so I decided to cover it up to make it more interesting. Now, inside I have a mixture of some clippings. You can see it's falling apart, but I have some magazine clippings here and my drawings. I think it's important to always have some inspiration in the sketchbook. However, sketchbooks are hard for me to start. I usually start with something really colorful or really elaborate just to make sure that I come back. Maybe just to color on it or to just start off with something special to me. And then I usually end up doing my quick sketches that are really simple. And again, I started adding more magazine clippings that were inspiring to me. Just trying to warm up to this blank sketchbook. I don't know about you, but I really do not like blank sketchbooks when I need to fill it up. Here are just some studies from Pinterest. I just pulled up Pinterest and studied a few female figures, and I kept adding more of the magazine clippings and playing around with them a little bit too. Let's see, I also have just some more sketches. This one right here is the sketch for the Valentine kitty cats that I did. I will spend 9 lives with you. I really enjoyed making that piece. Here are some more studies of hands and some trees while my fiance was driving. Lavender, I love her YouTube channel, and some more studies actually from life this time. So it's school. I'm a teacher, and they were meeting with the principal in the auditorium, and I just sketched teachers and students paying close attention to the speaker. Of course. I also tried out some new things. I normally don't draw buildings, and I want to get better at making backgrounds and making scenery and animals. So there's a few animals in here, not many, and a few background pieces, but I so much enjoy drawing faces and female faces. When I mess up, I like to put a post-it note on it and just keep going. There's a male. I got a male in here. Don't worry. There's a whale and an owl. I really want to get better at drawing owls and whales. Some more doodles here. More female figures. I guess portraits. And I added some Crayola super tips to make it more colorful. This is my Dublin door, which I have video on. And also in my sketchbook, I make a lot of lists and thumb sketches. This is for like a coloring book I set up, which I've not published or shared. So you can see a little sneak peek. Some more lists. This is for my Valentine's Day cards that I'll be selling soon. And some more planning for a little coloring book. So here's one of the coloring book pages. It's very witchy feel to it. I really enjoyed making this, and I learned a bit about Adobe Photoshop. Is it Adobe Photoshop? Yes, and Adobe Illustrator. I'm pretty familiar with Adobe Photoshop, but Illustrator is very new, and it was really fun to play around with that and with my sketches. I didn't draw on the back because I didn't want to mess up and have bleed or anything to mess up the coloring book page. Oh, and the hearts too are also like a little coloring book. Just again, having some fun, and some female portraits. A mermaid stuck in there, of course. And you can see these bled through. I used a Sharpie, so I didn't want to ruin that. Watercolor study. I decided to see how watercolors reacted to this paper. It was pretty good. It did bleed through a little bit, and I just kind of went with it. Ooh, I loved playing around last weekend with the metallic watercolors, really fun. And of course, I had to make my dragons a little sparkly. Decided to go with dragons. Oh, and I tried to do a urban cityscape. More dragons, using a mixture of watercolor and markers. More dragons. Still playing around with the same watercolors that are metallic. Some sketches, some life studies, more cartoony this time. I was playing around with the Crayola markers and seeing how they bled. And some more studies during a meeting with my hand and others' hands. I really enjoyed this girl in the corner. She might come back. And just, it's okay not to be okay. It is okay. My last little sketch there, I needed that at the end of a hard day. And that's all I have, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you later. Subscribe below, and I'm out.